Skriva Muckwhisk was born in the crumbling shadow of Bubonia, a town long abandoned to the ravages of a mysterious plague known as the Withering Grief. This malady leached life from the land, turning the once prosperous settlement into a husk of decay and desperation. Bubonia's downfall is rumored to have begun with a curse, laid upon it by a scorned deity, driving its people to madness and ruin. This is the world Skriva was thrust into, navigating the toxic labyrinthine streets with a natural cunning that outwitted the disease-ravaged predators stalking the shadows. From an early age, Skriva adapted, mastering the art of stealth and sleight of hand to survive. But even the omnipresent rot couldn't snuff out the divine spark that flickered within her. One fateful night, as she scavenged the outskirts of Bubonia, Skriva stumbled across an ancient forge. Here, she felt an inexplicable pull, a whisper of a deity long forgotten, Valthor, the keeper of the balance, whose domain was creation and transformation, forces both divine and ruinous. This discovery was a revelation, setting her apart in a community that had turned to the raw, chaotic forces of plague as their only means of power and survival. Skriva saw in the forge not just a tool set, but a purpose beyond mere survival. The sacred anvil and mercurial flames called to her burgeoning power, offering her the means to channel divine energy into her crafting, forging constructs and tools with a touch of both blessing and bane. Yet Skriva's path was not without internal conflict. While resonating with the orderly creations of the forge, she harbored a deep-seated ambition. Driven by a childhood marred by personal loss, her younger brother claimed by the Withering Grief, she sought to wield the forge's power to exact vengeance on the forces that cursed Bubonia, struggling to reconcile this desire with the peace promised by Valthor's teachings. Among her people, Skriva rose to prominence not just as a craftswoman, but as a protector and enforcer, her name whispered both in fear and awe. She nurtured an ambition, not only for survival, but for dominion, crafting deadly tools infused with the very spores of the plague that had nearly consumed her home. Her plans extended beyond her race's survival, seeking to reshape the world in her image, a world where her law was supreme. Skriva's journey wove her closer to key figures within her community. Tovun, an aged mentor who taught her the balance between destruction and creation, and Lyra, a cunning rival whose ambitions ran parallel to her own, often challenging Skriva's methods and motives. Through these relationships, Skriva found wisdom and the perpetual test of her courage and convictions, forcing her to confront her intentions and the true meaning of power. Her story is one of transformation, of a young rogue turned divine cleric warrior, standing at the cusp of change. As she looks to the future, Skriva grapples with the potential of personal evolution. The question is whether she will harness her talents to heal and fortify her people, or yield to the darker impulses of vengeance and dominion. Yet in every clang of hammer upon anvil, Skriva reaffirms her connection to Valthor, urging her toward a balance between the decay of her past and the creation of her future, a future forged in the crucible of Bubonia's decay.